Well, I guess, our key returner, I guess the face of coming back is Brennan Scott, our quarterback. He's been playing for 2 years now. He's only a junior, so we're real excited to have him back. He can start to do lots of different things with the offense when you have a kid who basically has the base offense down. And so now you hope that he can get you into good plays in every single snap at the line of scrimmage. Clayton Hoffmaster's another big offensive tackle. He's 6'4", about 270. And Clayton's worked real hard during the offseason, and he's been getting some Ivy League looks. So we're anticipating good things from him. Scott Saladay was our returning leading rusher last year until he got banged up in the middle of the year, but Scott's going to be back. And we got another young kid, Ray Carl Martinez, at tailback, who's we're real excited to see play. I think he's ready for a breakout year. Chase Miller's a wide receiver and a defensive back who should be a really good player for us on both sides of the ball. And we got a couple of big offensive linemen. They go about 285, 300 pounds, Marcus Gant and Jordan Mays. Two big kids that have worked real hard in their conditioning so that they can play for 4 quarters. And with that kind of size, it certainly presents a good challenge. But the great thing about this offseason has been that I think we really developed some depth in our wide receiver and our skill positions. We weren't real sure what we had, but we've had a lot of kids that have stepped up this summer and worked really hard. And it's a really neat group of kids. I think they really have bonded very well, and our team chemistry seems to be excellent going into camp. We kind of tore down everything that we did during the offseason. We just felt like maybe we were in a little bit of a rut, or we weren't getting the most out of our program. So we took a real hard look at everything that we do: off-season training, schedules, every little bit of minutia, and tried to figure out what the best thing was. And if we needed to change it, we made those changes. We're going to be going to a 4-2-5, which is I guess TCU, West Virginia are the two teams that people are most familiar with. But we just felt like in our 46, people are going to too much of the spread offenses, and we were constantly getting out of our base defense. And we're practicing base and then ending up playing a lot of percentages of other things. And so the 4-2-5, I think, allows us to match up against no matter the open spread formations that people are running, and we can stay in our base and continue to do things that consistently that we practice. Well, I think we're not kidding ourselves. We understand the championship's going to go through West Lawn, and I think Wilson had a great team last year, but there was 6 minutes left in the game last year, and it was 14-14. So we felt like we were in the football game, and we had the ball with 6 minutes to go in a tie game. So we had our chance to do it and didn't get it done. But that's always our goal. I know a lot of people criticize our league and say, "Oh, Section 1's down" or whatever. It's Wilson and everybody else. Well, I think there's a lot of good teams. It's everybody else because you got some really good programs, and Wilson did separate a little bit, but everybody else has continued to elevate too. And so we want to try to separate ourselves from the pack and try to catch up to Wilson a little bit this year.